Alright, here's your home screen right here. This will have all your apps and games and stuff basically, and since you have Amazon Prime, it'll have your Amazon Prime movies and stuff like that. But say if your Kodi isn't right where mine is, just go to your apps and games, and then go all the way over to the right, hit see all, and then it'll take you to all your apps and games, and then go to the Kodi app down at the bottom because that's where you'll get all your free movies and everything like that. And then let that load, and it'll come up as this screen, V17.3 Krypton. Basically, that's what you'll see right there. And then this is the home screen to Kodi. You'll see where it says sports, TV shows, Kids Zone, music, TV Pro system. The only thing you should really even have to mess with is just the sports movies and TV shows. Those are the only ones you'll be pretty much using. Probably just mainly the movies and TV shows. But once this loads, I'll show you what happens next or whatever. Okay, once it loads and you're on movies here, basically all your movies will pop up. Anything really, this is just like the popular stuff that's out right now, like Wonder Woman, Alien, just basically stuff that's in theaters still, or that's just popular still within the year. And they even give up suggestions for like new movies that are out, like the old Pirates of the Caribbean, stuff like that, John Wick, and I think John Wick 2 somewhere on this little list right here. But anyways, say if you just want to watch a movie from one of this little list that they kind of give you, just go ahead and select, hit the select button, and just say we're going to watch Kong. And then you select that. And then this will come up right here. It'll bring this screen up. And then all you want to do is just hit play. And then it'll say working up in the top right corner. And then it'll bring you to this page. And this is where your add-ons are. All these different add-ons here. The only one that you should have to use is just the Direct Exodus, because I'm pretty sure that's the only one that's still operating. So go ahead and hit the Exodus one, and then it'll say it's working. And then this will come up. It'll have a time elapse and remaining providers. Basically, it's looking for a good quality link for you, though, for the movie for you to watch. And then normally it'll get down to like anywhere from 1 to 10 providers. Sometimes it'll even be down to 3 at some point. But after it finds the providers or whatever for you, this screen will pop up, and these are the actual links, and all you have to do is just click the top one, and it'll go through, look for good ones. If that ever pops up, go ahead and just hit the center button, hit cancel, and it goes through, and just keep doing it if that keeps popping up. But it'll eventually find a good film for you. Like this one, for some odd reason, it's just asking for authorization from the websites. So until it stops asking you that and it says working up there, once it says working, it's found a good website for you to watch it on, and it's literally just gonna pop up right here in like a couple seconds. But yeah, when you see it says working, it's working. And normally it only takes like a couple minutes to load or whatnot. And right after you do that, boom, there's Kong, and it's in decent quality too. And then you have your options. You could pause, rewind, and all that stuff. So yeah, and that's that. Alright, and now another way you can look for movies or even TV shows, this all applies to basically each category. Say you're on movies, you see all those movies, but you don't like those ones that they're showing. Just when you go over and on top of the movies selection, just hit the center button, and then wait a second, and then this will pop up. and it'll give you all the ones that they kind of already kind of recommended for you, and then you can just keep going down, and it'll give you different options of what movies they're recommending and you can watch. I can normally go through this because I've seen a lot of movies and I like random stuff that they recommend for me. And it's basically the same way. You select it, hit play, select direct exodus, and then it'll bring up the providers, and then once the providers come up, you just hit the top one, and then it'll go through and select the one for you. And then say if you want to go back, and then this is the last way that I know how to search for movies. Say you're on top of the movies thing again, just hit the bottom button on your Fire Stick remote and hit down, and all that does is just drop the categories more, and you can search box sets, 4K content, high definition. I've never really used like the 4K content or any of that. I don't think it works very well, but I know the search engine is what I use most of the time. So just go ahead and select the search engine, and it'll say working, and then all you do, that pops up, and all you do is type in a movie like let's say Inception with I think that's Leonardo DiCaprio. Alright, and then normally they have like different things where they kind of predictive speech there. So I'm just gonna select my predictive speech, and then after you got your movie typed in, just hit done. And then this is where it kind of gets a little tricky. Just go up. You see where it has the 2 movie films here when you search. You can either choose any one of those. These ones I haven't really messed around with the other stuff. I think it's just like, I don't think it's the actual films itself. It's some type of other software. I wouldn't really mess with it. Just do the ones with the movie films or the cameras, and just go ahead and select the first one. It'll say working once again. And then it'll come up and you'll see like different couple things, and then just see how it'll say the first one, Inception, and then if I'm correct, this to the right, the Inception picture will pop up to the right, so you know that's the right movie. Then just go ahead and select it, and then it'll say working once again, and then it'll say direct exodus, blah blah blah, and then you give you all your add-ons again, and then boom, select direct exodus. It'll load, working, and then once it works, it'll pop up and basically do the same thing. It'll give you the providers, and you select that. So I won't go through that again. Basically, that's all you really need to know to basically operate this. It's not too hard. Like I said, the TV shows are all on here too. They put a lot of the popular stuff that's been out, like Breaking Bad. Let's just select that one, and it's basically the same process. Select it. This pops up. Hit play. It'll say working. And once that says working, all you gotta do is hit direct exodus, and then it'll say working, and then that'll pop up. Sometimes if it doesn't pop up right away, it just takes a minute for it to load. My internet's a little slow today, but it's not horrible. If you ever have any problems, like just typing it in or whatever, just text me or whatever, let me know. But normally it's pretty smooth, and it'll give you all the options. And then, like I said, here's the movies or whatever, or not the movies, but the TV shows. And since I just selected the first season, it'll play the first episode right off the bat for me. And then it goes through, searches all the different provider is trying to choose the best one for me, and then once it does, it's working, and then give it another like 5 seconds or so, and it'll pop up, turn black, and say play. Yep. And that's about it. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Hopefully this video helps you out a little bit, gives you kind of understanding how to use it. But better, it's easier to show than actually text and talk it through. So if you have any questions, just text me.